there for them. She was with them when at their darkest moment, when they lost their mom. And of course, what we all know now is that she was trying to do that while dealing with the public demanding, calling for her to come back to London. Because the public were grieving too. And it just sums up, doesn't it, the extraordinary tightrope that it is to be a monarch, to be a queen or a king. And King Charles now faces this kind of, again, just think about Prince William, who just took his children to a new school, Kate back here with the children, Prince Harry, Meghan staying behind, the two of them, just the two of them, together there at Balmoral, and all of the meaning that will have for them. And I talked about the crowds out on the streets at Leicester, and I really want to just step out the way and give you a picture of what's happening behind me here, because it is, it is a moment. It is pretty extraordinary, actually. I'm not over there with them, obviously, so I can't give you the full picture, but we hear kind of a round of applause ripple through the crowd, sometimes cheers or shouts. At the same time, when that isn't happening, it is very, very quiet here, somber. And I don't know if you can see, but it looks to me as if, I don't quite know whether people are doing this to take pictures, but it does look to me as if people are holding up mobile phones, kind of as, the modern day flame, if you like. They can here to have their voice heard in amongst all the voices, just how much the Queen meant to them. And I don't know, I think they're wondering whether they would just have to just close the road. This very famous, this is, anyone watching who's been to London will know exactly where we are. This is the world famous Mall. This is where the Jubilee celebrations happened. That's the famous balcony, Buckingham Palace balcony, where we saw the Queen celebrating her 70 years on the throne just a few months ago. It's really quite hard to comprehend, isn't it? I know that we've all known that this was coming, but to comprehend that it was just a few months ago that we saw her there on the balcony with crowds like this cheering her. Great memories, because when you lose someone, one aspect, isn't it, is to look back on all the good times, and that really, really was a good time.
All right, Keir, let me go to Molly Hunter, who's got some news regarding King Charles. Molly?
Lester, that's right. We know that to make a statement tomorrow. We have very few details about what exactly we expect him to say, when exactly he's going to do it, but it has just come in that he will speak to the nation tomorrow, Lester. All right,
Molly, thanks. Keir, if I can go back to you, for an audience, largely an American audience, how would you explain the tightrope of politics versus public service for members of the royal family, especially as we watch King Charles III begin his reign?
Yeah, King Charles has a huge weight on his shoulders, doesn't he? Imagine trying to follow in the footsteps of Queen Elizabeth II, an extraordinary monarch, somebody who didn't always get it right. I mentioned the death of Diana and all that was going on behind the scenes, and then, of course, the public uprising, really, that there was at that time, because people